Welcome to this lesson on linear application problems. So when you're solving a linear application problem, you want to figure out what form the equation is going to be in for that particular application problem. So let's start with slope-intercept form. And remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So for these problems, you're going to be looking for the slope or the rate of change. And a starting point. That's going to be your B. And usually rate of change is going to be something per hour or something per day. So let's look at the first example. Ariel charges a $10 flat rate to mow grass plus an additional $4 per hour that she works. Okay, so right there, those are your two numbers that go in the equation, your slope and your y-intercept. So the $10 flat rate, that's your starting point. That's your B. And then $4 per hour, that is your slope, your rate of change. Determine how much money she will make if she works 10 hours. Okay, so whatever your rate of change is, and like I said, it's usually going to be something per hour or something per day. The per hour, because slope is multiplied by x, that is going to be your x. So let's determine our variables first. We have an x and we have a y here. So x is going to be the hours that she works. And then y is the other variable, and usually that's going to be like a total amount of money, a total amount of hours, a total amount of whatever you're talking about. So in this case, it says determine how much money she will make. So I'm talking about total money. Okay, so let's write out our equation. Y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to substitute in my slope and my b. Slope is 4 per hour. Remember, x is our hours, plus a $10 flat rate. So that's our equation for this problem, and that's what we're going to use to answer the question. So the question says, determine how much money she will make if she works 10 hours. And remember, x is hours, so I'm going to substitute in 10 for x. And that's going to give me y, which is my money that I've earned, or money that Ariel has earned in this problem. All right, so let's go ahead and solve this. 4 times 10 is 40, plus 10. So y equals 50. So $50 is how much Ariel will make when she works 10 hours. All right, let's try another one. A wrestler eats 300 calories for breakfast plus an additional 100 calories every hour to maintain his weight. Okay, so I see I'm starting at 300. That's my starting point. That's my B. And 100 every hour, or you could say 100 per hour. That's my slope, my M. And then because it's every hour, my X is going to be hours. And then my Y is going to be my total, and in this case, it's going to be total calories. All right, so Y equals mx plus b. I'm going to substitute in my slope and my b, my y-intercept. So that's my equation for this problem. And we want to determine how many calories he will consume after 5 hours. So we're going to substitute in 5 for x because x is hours. Okay, so 100 times 5, that's 500. Plus 300, which gives me 800 for y. So 800 calories. Make sure you always put some type of unit or distinguish what you're talking about. 800 what? In this problem, it's 800 calories. Okay, so that's slope-intercept form. Let's move on to standard form. And remember, standard form looks like this. ax plus by equals c. And in standard form, you're going to be looking for two variables or two different things that you're talking about in the problem. So a theater company is selling tickets for a play. On Monday, they sold 10 adult tickets and 5 child tickets. So those are the two things you're talking about in this problem. Adult tickets and child tickets. So that's going to be your X and your Y in the problem. So I'm going to make X adult tickets. And I'm going to make Y child tickets. They made a total of 65, so anytime you're talking about a total, that's going to go after the equal sign. That's going to be your C. So let's write our equation first. So we sold 10 adult tickets, so 10 times X, and 5 child tickets, so plus 5 child tickets, 5Y. And in total, that gave $65. So that's our total. That's going to go after the equal sign. So that's our equation for this problem. Now let's answer the question. If each adult ticket cost $5, how much does each child ticket cost? So adult tickets are my X, so I'm going to substitute in X as 5. We don't know what child tickets cost, so I'm going to leave Y as Y because that's what we're solving for. All right, and now we're going to solve for Y. So I'm going to multiply first. 10 times 5, that's 50. I'm trying to isolate Y, so I want to subtract 50 from both sides. $65 minus 50, that's 15. And then I will divide by 5 on both sides. So each child ticket costs $3. All right, next, you and your friends go to a fast food restaurant and order 8 hamburgers and 10 sodas. All right, right there, that's my X and my Y. I'm going to make X hamburgers and Y sodas. Just because that's the order it was in the problem. You could switch those. It doesn't matter which one is X and which one is Y, as long as you match the 8 and the 10 correctly when you write your equation. In total, you spent $23. Okay, so let's write this equation. So 8 hamburgers and 10 sodas. And in total, that was $23. So let's answer the question. If each soda costs $1.50, how much is each hamburger? So I'm going to substitute in $1.50 for sodas. That's my Y. So I'm going to change Y to $1.50, or you can just put 1.5. It doesn't matter. And then I'm going to solve for X. So I'm going to multiply 10 times 1.5 first, which gives me 15. Then I will subtract 15 from both sides. 23 minus 15 is 8. And then I'll divide by 8 on both sides. And 8 divided by 8 is 1. So each hamburger costs $1. All right, let's move on. Let's look at when we're given a slope and a point. So here you're going to be looking for rate of change. And then you're going to be looking for another point. And it'll make sense when we do this problem. So a car rental company charges an initial rental fee and then a 12 fee per hour of rental time. There's my slope, per hour, $12 per hour, that's my slope. If 10 hours of rental time costs $150, determine the cost of the initial fee. So 10 hours cost $150. That's my point. 10 hours costs $150. That's my X and my Y. And my slope is $12 per hour. So what we're going to do in this case is plug in, substitute in that point and the slope into Y equals mx plus b. So my Y is 150. My slope is 12 and my X is 10. And our B is going to be that starting point, that initial rental fee. So that's what we're solving for here. Okay, so I'm going to multiply. 12 times 10 is 120. Then I'll subtract 120 from both sides. And that gives me 30. So to determine the cost of the initial fee, it's $30. All right, next, if we are given 2 points. So here, you're going to be looking for, there's no rate of change. No something per something. And you're going to be, of course, looking for 2 points. Makes sense? So a dry cleaner business charges $7.50 for 6 pieces of clothing and $22.50 for 18 pieces of clothing. Those are your 2 points. $7.50 for 6 and $22.50 for 18. And you can include the ending 0, it doesn't matter. As long as the end, if you're asking for dollars at the end, you include it in dollar form. How much are they charged for 15 pieces of clothing? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is find the slope using those 2 points. So remember x1, y1, x2, y2. So y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. All right. 18 minus 6 gives me 12. 22.50 minus 7.50 gives me 15. That can reduce to 4/5. So that's my slope. And then we're going to use the slope in one of the points to write the equation of the line. So I'm going to plug it in, substitute into y equals mx plus b. So I'm just going to use the first point. So 6 equals 4/5 times 7.5 plus b. You can use a calculator on this if your teacher allows you. 4/5 times 7.5, that's 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. So there's no b. So my final equation, I'm going to come down here because I ran out of room, is y equals 4/5 x. You don't have to write the plus 0 at the end. Okay, but we're still not done because the question says how much would they charge for 15 pieces of clothing. So we want to see if I plug in 15 here, what will I get? So 4/5 times 15 gives me $12. All right, let's do some mixed review. So these I'm not telling you which form it's in. You need to read the question and determine that. Okay, so the first one, Sean bought 8 pencils and 5 notebooks at the school store, and he spent $12.85. If the pencils cost 20 cents each, how much did each notebook cost? Okay, right away I see pencils and I see notebooks. So I have 2 variables here. That's going to be standard form. X is pencils, Y is notebooks. All right, so I have 8 pencils and 5 notebooks. So 8x plus 5y. And then remember you set that equal to the total, so $12.85. All right, so that's my equation. The question says, if the pencils cost 20 cents, how much will each notebook cost? So let's substitute in 20 cents for my x, because that's pencils. And 20 cents we want to write like this, 0.2 or 0.20. All right, and I'm solving for y, so let's see, 8 times 0.2, that's 1.6. Then I'll subtract that on both sides. And I get 11.25. And then divide by 5. And I get 2.25. So how much did each notebook cost? It costs $2.25 each. All right, next, the Sequoia Public Library charges $5 per hour to use the internet plus a computer usage fee. So 5 per hour, that's my slope. That's my rate of change. If 6 hours of internet time costs $35, how much is the computer usage fee? So this is another point. 6 costs $35. 6 hours at the library costs $35. My slope is 5. So in this case, this is when you're given the slope and a point. You're going to substitute into y equals mx plus b. So 35 equals 5 times 6 plus b. That's going to give me 30. And then I will subtract 30 on both sides. So 5 equals b. So the computer usage fee is $5. All right, you can stop the video now and complete the practice.